Hey, Rob Smith here. You know, it's been a month, I think, since I've done a live. A month. A month of Sundays. See how that's going to work right there. Hopefully, that's Whitey Markle and the Swamp Rooters. Yeah, we're almost, it's been now, I guess this be 5 years since Whitey died. Great, great guy. Miss Whitey. He was great to talk to. He and I both shared background in planning. Wow. He greatly understood our issues with water in Florida. All right, this is Rob Smith Jr. Speaking of which, and I'll turn this down. I think I haven't checked recently. The Whitey Markle site is still up. Let me see if I can find myself live here. Sorry, this is so different from Facebook. Let me turn my sound off. Turn off the sound. Go away. Okay. All right. I am here. Okay. I don't know if anyone else is here. If someone else is here, let me know. All right. So what's happening here? And I'll say this later too. Hopefully, I'll remember. You can always rewind and go back and listen to what this is. So basically, you're going to hear me say that twice. Then, if you rewind, what we're doing, I have finally got some folks, wonderful folks, to help me with eBay. I've been trying to find some folks to help me with that for almost 20 years now, believe it or not. Uh, Especially as I was gathering so much stuff. And so we're gonna. It looks like we're gonna expand it with artwork, believe it or not. And that artwork, actually, back in there we go. Voice of hello, Andrea. Hello. Who's River Dolphin? I don't know who River. There's. I don't know who River Dolphin is. But hello, River Dolphin, whoever you may be. Do I know you? But thank you for being here. I'm going to draw it just a minute. I want to explain what I'm doing, and Andrea doesn't know. Dennis. Dennis. Oh, DJ. Oh, hello, DJ. Okay, so DJ is helping me, and his mother, Hope, is helping me. And I think there's a staff of about 1,000 or so. I think they have a big building on US 95 here in Florida, about 40 stories tall. They have this penthouse suite at the top, and I actually can't get in because I always fail the frisking for some reason. I don't know why. I'm bringing donuts next time, Krispy Kreme. That may help. Andrea, how are you over there in Deltona? Andrea, feel free to call me to get updated. A lot's happened here in the past week. My Facebook pages, Swampy's Florida. My personal page, that's the big one. My personal page, Swampy Florida is a big one too. My cartoons and illustration, my political cartoon one, and I had some others too. All of them are gone for now. I have put in an appeal asking to get them back, but it's so surreal how this happened. I posted a week ago Saturday at 5 p.m. and then I was at this convention, which I was at the Republican Federated Women state meeting, and Byron Donalds was was standing up there just speaking. I took a picture, and so an hour later, I tried to post it on Facebook and got the message: your account has been suspended because you have opened a something page on Instagram, and it's full of letters and numbers. I have no idea what it means, and it's just gone. Everything's gone. And this is I've been there 15 years. That's a lot of memories. That's a lot of friends. That's a lot of gone. I don't know if I get it back. What it has prompted me to do, and oddly enough, a combination of two things. That and working with Hope and DJ has got me refocusing a little bit. So the idea, and why I'm showing these, you may wonder why I'm showing these. Andrea may recall. Oh, there's Brian Wilson. Why am I about to call you Byron? Oh, because I just said Byron Donalds. Okay, Brian Wilson. All right. Hello, Brian and Carla. I'm here. Well, my Instagram, Swampy's Florida Instagram, is still there, which I don't understand. So my friend Martha Ross, born and raised in New Smyrna Beach, she has no idea any of this happened, but she talks to her best friend. They were born and raised together. All their lives are now in their 80s. Kathy, having problems with names. Kathy, I can't forget Kathy's name. I forgot Kathy. Anyway, Kathy is gonna, if they talk to each other, and if I happen to come up for some reason, Kathy's gonna say, "Yeah, he disappeared." Kathy Bailey. It's gonna he disappeared off Facebook, and Martha's gonna say, "No, he didn't. I still see him all the time on Instagram." It's weird, and so I'm keeping my Swampy's Florida post going on Instagram. That's still this past week. I kind of just put the happy days, and then in the last few days I've added a few more. But I've also expanded to adding to the community page here on YouTube. I've added the ones on Twitter, and I've also expanded to some other social media places. While I try to figure out, I've kind of restarted a page on Facebook. I'm concerned it's going to confuse the Facebook people. Anyway, I don't want to get into all of it, but so because I'm here to draw, aren't I? Ha ha ha. Um, so I may start a whole new page, personal page there. But I'm afraid. See, the problem is my name's Robert Smith. And even as Rob Smith Jr., there's a zillion of them out there. What was I just reading something earlier this week and saw there were two? I was doing something and there were two Robert L's. Oh, I was looking for a Rob Smith. I was trying to find my page or something. I found a Rob Smith. Rob, same middle initial L, running for sheriff in Texas. So we have. So there's just so many of us. I don't know if I'll ever get any of them back, but be that as it may. So here we are focusing on doing some artwork that'll be available on eBay because of the help of Hope and DJ. We're going to add artwork to it. I don't know what's going to happen with this. It may put it for auction. Probably it'll go for 50 cents each. Now, and if Melissa Busby was here, and I don't think she even knows we're doing this, but Melissa knew that and Andrew may remember this too. I did a whole bunch of little drawings like this, and we put them up for sale at Pioneer Days, and nothing sold. We were in the very back, facing the wrong direction. That's okay. I learned so much from Melissa about doing events, and I've done events now for 45 years, but doing art events ain't my thing. I ain't an art guy. She know I will never do one unless she's involved because she knows her stuff, and I've never seen anyone. And I used to be on the board of Fiesta in the Park. That she really gets it. All right. So what I'm going to do is This is, by the way, DJ hasn't seen this. Um, this is one I did Christmas time 4 years ago when I was passing these out. If I could do that this year, I will with the Christmas print. This Christmas print has not started. I'm going to try to see if I can get started by Tuesday because I need to get started. It's going to be the Dreamette in Jacksonville. The Dreamette in Jacksonville, wonderful place. They actually have three locations. I know where three of them are, and it's a wonderful walk-up place for soft ice cream, and they have some other things too. But see, they're really ice cream related. Unlike Powell's Dairy Freeze and Stark, which you can also get hot dogs and hamburgers. This is like Del's Freeze near me here. It's all ice cream or soft serve ice cream, if you will, which isn't really ice cream. I'm not sure what it is, but be that as it may. All right, so what I have, and DJ doesn't know this quite. But I found I have 30 of these crescent boards. And of these crescent boards, we were talking about doing something smaller, but I found I had 30 of these. These were cut by DK Art Supplies, Dennis Kaminsky. Oddly enough, the same name as DJ, except they're just a letter. It said DJ, DK. We could put them like side by side and start a whole new alphabet. Anyway, Dennis in Leesburg cut these for me back in December. And if I need to, I can always get more. But in the meantime, okay, so what critter should I do? Well, no, I got all the artwork I posted there. I don't think I've lost any. Well, I did. I lost some when I moved because there's some hard drives I couldn't get because I didn't know what to do with them. But yes, I have all the artwork. So do you all, Brian? Let me post this to Brian and Carla. Oh, and Brian, Carla, I'm doing something. Um, I think it's October 19th. I'm going to be at the Central Florida Zoo. I know you don't like zoos, but my concern, what I've seen happen, scares me to death. How so many children, it's not just they don't like critters, they hate them almost. They hate them. They don't believe, and that's why I said we see so many dead critters around. They don't get it. Where did I send this? I think I sent it here. See what's here. Let me see if I got a response. I think I'm going to be at the Central Florida Zoo on the 19th, and I'm going to draw happy animal drawings. And my thing is to encourage. I have not heard back yet about this, but I believe that's what they want me there on the 19th. I'm going to draw. I'm volunteering this. I just want children not to be scared of animals. Stop being scared. Humans be terrified of because they're going to get you. Um, a cat. Well, that would be a good one, huh? Now, what was it? What's this one? I picked up the wrong one. This is it's supposed to be a 6. 8. I'm sorry, I haven't picked up the wrong number. Hold on. Pick the wrong one. Hold on. These are brand new. Okay. I didn't get 2 8s today. That would be awful. Here's 6. All right. Now, what's interesting, what DJ and Hope and I were talking about was I was just going to kind of do a singular drawing of critters, kind of like you saw that bunny. But I actually have more of a canvas, if you will, here, even though it's 5x7. So we were talking. I'm not going to do a lot with Halloween. I just want to do. This is a trial to see what to do about Christmas. To float out a couple of happy pumpkins and happy ghosts and see what comes back to do Christmas. I agree with something Melissa Busby said, which is to make Santas and all that are happy Santas. So let's do this first. Let me do something with a kitty and a pumpkin. I'm just going to make this up. What I'm thinking I may do is come back. Now, I admit, you all know me. I may just give some of these away to y'all, too. You know how I am about this stuff. I'm just so concerned about the children. I mean, this little apartment thing I'm in, there are children running around. They seem terrified of the ducks. They're ducks. They're not going to eat you. Well, no, not that I know of, at least. I'm not actually. And oh, I didn't mean to do it like that, but that'll do. And just do a little happy pumpkin. But the idea is to get a response, because Hope also wants. She's involved with an antique store, and put some of these at the antique store and see what happens with them. That's what I'm really interested in. So let's see if I do a kitty. Let's see if I can do this. Children just need to stop being scared of everything. And I think that would stop a lot of the anger problems we see in the world today. They're told to be angry and upset. So what I'm thinking I might come back and do watercolor live too, because these are going to be in color. It's hard to read these. I don't know. Does YouTube? It's funny. You guys are writing. That's fine. Please write longhand. I like that. Or longer messages. These are definitely longer than what I used to see on Facebook, which is fine with me. Now, if I'd done this pumpkin differently, I could have done a mouse. Oh, I just remembered a drawing I once did that was so popular. It was a little mouse that was kind of dressed up like a witch. Wow. It was Alva the mouse. Oh, I've been doing, because of some other things, I've been way behind on getting my books done. The Gopher Tortoise. I've been really zooming along here. Kitty. Yeah, if you saw the pictures I posted, I did at Thad Altman's event, and I really hope we get Thad Altman back into in the county commission. I admit he's been in office a long time. However, he and I were talking about doing some critter things. He wants to do something to educate folks about local Florida critters. The Indian River Lagoon project is kind of, dear Laura Lee has been really set aside because of family. I'm just concerned about getting it done before I have to leave where I am right now. Not that I know where I'm going after I leave here, but A little kitty back here. A little kitty. I really like to get a little more simplistic kitties. I'll put a little. There we go. And why? I was telling you she had a Cherish. Her name's Cherish. Who thought of that? Parents, obviously. But Cherish is. Oh, hold. Well, maybe I will put a little mouse. I got room here. A little Alva-like mouse. Little Alva mouse. So the idea is see if these might sell on eBay. I don't know. I've not had much luck with all that. But then again, I'm not Hope and DK, whichever one of those others. But I could always get more board from DK, and they're wonderful. They have great art. One of the last art stores in the state, up there in Leesburg, DK Art Supply. Don't get his mother. Sometimes she has a dance studio next to her. She's sometimes working there. Don't get her upset about stuff, because there we go. Actually, I got a chance to be working a bit with Kathy Meehan, who has Meehan's Art Supply here. One of the other, I think there's 5 or 7 independent art stores left in the entire state of Florida. So I'm just going to ink these. It's in downtown Melbourne, I should explain. Wow, those eyes are a little teeny tiny. But something simple like that, and I'm not sure what they'll go for. Whoa, okay, hold on, I got to catch up with you. Are you going to do more? That's where I have to do them. There's nowhere else to do them. I don't really trust what I have set up at Facebook, because I hope the Swampy's Florida page. Thank you, Andrea, and please, if you would join that Swampy's Florida page. It's really only Andrea. For some reason, this is an old page I had that I created 15 years ago that was going to be the early version of Swampy's Florida, but somehow, I don't know. My ex-wife, Sandra, was involved with setting a lot of stuff up, and she was doing it the right way. I was doing it the wrong way. I think this was one I was trying to do that I did the wrong way, and she set the one that was the right way, and that's the one that had existed until a week ago. So I've kind of restarted it. And I'm not sure how I've been able to do that, because everything else has been wiped out. All right. Nevertheless, so someone who sent a request to that, Marty Bisplinghoff, which is a kind of cousin of mine, she had put a request there probably 12 years ago. So I accepted the request. So Marty is there, but she's not there. She never uses Facebook. So Andrea is the only real person following that page. So if you would join it, and I'm not sure, can I get to, I wonder if I can post it here. Yeah, I think I can. Hold on, let me see if I can get that. I just put up a picture of Lake Harris from Leesburg up there. Does this get me here? I don't know if this works or not. Let's see what this is. Paste. All right, I'm clicking on it. It's not getting me anywhere. It's getting you anywhere. Click on it, see if that gets you anywhere. See, I don't really trust this thing. I wish the police. Golly, it's like a 20. Well, I mean, now wow, DJ, I'm gonna have trouble calling you DK DJ. I can see that. Here we go. All right, hold. This may work. This may work. Hold on, let me try this. Copy, paste. I don't know. It's not. I might have some setting that's not working. Paste. Okay, return. Enter whatever. Okay, that last one works, and you can like that if you would. I appreciate it, even if you never go visit it again. If I may, because this may be the restarting of Swampy's Florida. I'm not sure. It's called Swampy Florida in this case. There's that persistence. So that persistence word comes from Hope. Also, I notice. Well, Anyway, it's like a 24/7. Florida's a 24/7 crime spree. This is more like a 48/7 crime spree around here. And actually, the Ron who came by here earlier today was telling me there was uh, shootings just up the road here a ways. Last night? It was last night. Yeah, all kinds of fun. Again, if we could get people happier about things. So this is black and white, and I may paint this. I mean, I don't know when I'll come back live. It might even be tomorrow. I wouldn't mind having some of these. I'm meeting with Hope and DJ. I gotta slow down. Tuesday. And okay. Oh, so I kind of covered both what Brian wrote and what Andrea wrote. What are the critters? Oh, I just found a whole. When I was looking for a picture to put as the banner to this new version of Swampy Florida, I I found a whole slew of Florida critter pictures I didn't know I had. I'm trying to find them. Where are they here? Editing it. Let me find them because I was gonna. Oh yeah, environmental issues, was that it? Nope, that wasn't it. Florida cartooning, Florida counties, Florida business, Florida books, history, outdoors. And I found all these critter pictures. Tons of them. So these, I've had this folder of photos for 10 years. I didn't know it was here. Bats. You may call DK's a good guy. He's a good guy. DK is a really DK and his mother Gail, same name as my mother, uh, are good folks. They're from up north, but that's okay. They're from Massachusetts. They're both from Massachusetts, and you can hear the accent with both, especially the mother Gail. But Dennis is a real good guy. It's amazing. His art store's actually doubled in size. And what he is, he's become a magnet for folks from the villages. I've actually gone through the villages promoting his business. I'm not saying I take credit for that. Happy Bat. What was it? Oh, I was going to do the mouse. Yeah. I think I still have that picture someplace, which is basically Alva, a girl. I just want to do a couple and see what comes back at me Halloween wise. And I'll draw a quick Christmas one here. Santa. Or if you want me to draw another critter. Okay, yeah, I could do a bat. Hold on. I just want to do this while I think about it. Happy little drawings. 85th anniversary of Batman. Who was I just talking to? Who's 85 years old? Someone I know. Oh, BJ West. Because I was in Orange County on Thursday. You know what? That really adds something, doesn't it? Silly as it is, that really adds something. Okay, I'm gonna make this a little different. I'm gonna make this a little wavy. What I'm interested in is how folks if how knee jerk reaction are they? So if they put these two into their this little booth or something, do people pick them up because it's Halloween, or they just leave them there? Are they really looking for Christmas? So I'd like to give them two Halloween, two Christmas, and see what happens with them. If Christmas goes, that really tells me work way in advance. And I admit, if you go into the stores right now. Oh, by the way, let me be the first to wish you all Merry Christmas. So there. I hope to do the lives on Sundays here. In fact, even if I get my Facebook page, I'll probably keep doing them here. I was talking to our friend Jeff Brenneman. You know Jeff Brenneman, the one who hates cats. Jeff was talking to me about that. I think I had her do side saddle. She's a mouse. Little toes here. That'll be. And And I'll do two little, and I can still draw a bat. I was, and I think I'm going to work on these DJ. Wow, I did it. I went and flipped those in my head. Ding, dang it. Um, and then maybe a moon over here. Don't let the stars get in your eyes. Don't let the moon break your heart. There's a couple little stars there. Just a cute little bat. I forget what that was for. Yeah, it's not. You know what's cooler? We've had a little cool front. It goes through tomorrow. Actually, I need to. I really don't want. So the idea is I've got a lot of collectibles. Some of you know that. A lot of collectibles, and the idea is I need to get things out of the storage room. I need to make room. My storage room in Ocala goes up to 300 a month. In October, 300 a month. That'll have me almost 500 a month in storage rooms between Ocala and Palm, here where I am. So I was talking to Ron about that too. I need to get that because he knows where they both are. There's some I don't won't get the name right. There's a bat conservatory over in Gainesville. They're having a bat event coming up here in the next couple weeks. Of course, the big bat house there off Card Sound, heading into the Keys. We have a lot of bats all throughout Florida. A lot of people don't know that. Now, I bet this doesn't sell, but I may be wrong. One thing sure is true: people are buying like crazy, really angry stuff. Children, parents, they believe anger and hatred is sophisticated. I've actually had parents say, "Well, our children are more sophisticated. They like the angry, dark, hateful stuff." Oh yeah, they don't realize it's the other way around. Give me a little belly button. How about that? Little stars. I really should do the stars with white acrylic paint, but whoa, hold on. Whoop. Oh wow. Well, my friend Billy Morgan works there, and I was with Billy William on Thursday night in Pine Castle. I'm with Pioneer Days, and probably could arrange. I could have probably helped you get that there through William because there's still some questions exactly. I mean, I still have great questions as to what they're doing over there. But all right, so let me do something Christmas. What time is it? Oh wow. Thing is, I knocked these out too quick. The FFA jacket. Wow, I wish we could get young people with FFA. It should be required in Florida schools. I was saying that some of my little political wanderings. We've got to get more young people interested in farming, and we need to be supporting farming. so on and so forth. But okay, so how about a happy Santa? And I've done a happy dancing Santa. If you've gotten some of my Christmas prints in the past, you know what that looks like a little bit. But this is, by the way, this is the absolutely the worst way to draw this, is what I'm doing right here. You always start with the eyes to be careful of proportions, but far be it for me to do the right thing. I don't know why I started with his hat for. And something I think I was talking to Hope and DJ GKJ. I better call him Dennis. Now, then I'm going to get to both Dennises mixed up. It was about how. Hold on, let me draw his nose. Of course, you can just draw a teeny little nose. This is I was talking to Melissa Busby about this. We were talking a lot about this on Thursday at length. Definitely, and I'm not gonna. This is how I tend to draw Santas anyway. And if you've got my Christmas prints, you know that. By the way, the person who, the company that prints the Pioneer Days magazines, the same one that's been printing my Christmas prints over the last number of years. Except a lot less smiley. That's what I get when I start with a hat. Then, oops, get that in there. So anyway, while we're talking, and this kind of dovetailed with me meeting with William later. I need to sit down with William and talk about. I may have mentioned that about doing some pictures. Oh, here, do I have to? Oh, I don't have it because William has it. Oh, Carla, you're gonna love this. I'm going to do some Christmas pictures, and we came up with three. William and I did briefly speak about this. Three specific pictures that they can use them for whatever, T-shirts, mugs, cards. They want to use them for cards and such. And one of them is going to be, it's kind of, I can't, it's going to be Billy the Swan. If you remember Billy the Swan story, and how Billy the Swan used to be at Lake Lucerne and go attack people. This is 100 years ago, more than 100 years ago. So the idea is we're going to put Billy the Swan on. And what happened was I immediately thought of a Howard the Duck cover that was done by my old friend Jack Davis, where Howard the Duck is sitting on Santa's knee and going has this endless list of things that Howard the Duck wants. Great pictures, of course, is by Jack, so which is wonderful. So I was thinking of that. So I thought Billy the Swan being on Santa's lap. And Billy said, "Well, can you make him? Can you have Santa holding up a naughty list with Billy's name on it?" And so I'm going to do a picture of that. That will be available as cards at the History Museum. And also have it somehow get it so it's available for Hope and DJ. For I'm not sure how we'll do that yet, but multi-use. Of course, I draw fast. A lot of folks can't draw like I do, so they can only do one picture and have to do endless prints. Oh, I also, I put up a whole bunch of new pictures on Fine Art America. Well, I put up four more Christmas prints. 2000, I think 19, 20, 21, 22, something like that, are all up on Fine Art America. And they're a lot cheaper there than they are if I try to print them. How does this Santa look? I need to give him a smaller nose. That helps the cute factor. So I probably will be more active social media wise here on YouTube and continue what I've been doing on Twitter or X or whatever it's called. We should go back and call it Twitter again. Yes, I know. Yeah, we'll hopefully, if I live so long, come December, I hope to have the new print. Oh, the printer's the same. Ambrose the printer since 1908 started in Jacksonville, and then they moved down to Orlando back in the 1920s, I think, something like that. And they've been printing ever since. They're no longer using big machines. They're using Xerox mostly, but they're right there off Curry Ford Road, and they've been printing for Pioneer Day since the 70s. They've been printing the Christmas prints since they didn't print last year's. Last year's had to get done in Mount Airy, North Carolina, Pioneer Printing, which also has a legacy in Mount Airy, which is why I use them. This time I'll be back at Carl's, and Carl Ambrose is the one who runs it. There, good guy. And he lost his main person, Brian. I don't know how Brian was doing it. Brian was they're just not making much money. People aren't getting things printed. They're doing everything online. And that question coming up, why am I printing a Christmas print for? Because I am. Because I have been. I keep doing it anyway. And Hope and DJ have not seen a Christmas one yet. I just pulled them out. Here we go. Hold on, I'll share. You can see you can't see it well because it's so big. They're 11 by 14. But this is the one from and Carla and Brian. If you don't have this one, this is from 2018. This is the one I did for the little drugstore. This is the little luncheonette they had there in downtown New Smyrna Beach, and it closed within a year after me doing this. I'm sad to say I was there the next to last day. When I went there months before this, maybe even a year before I did this, the owners took me to the back. Where the little drugstore was originally a movie theater, and he took me to the back behind the pharmacy, and back behind there, the armature was still there to hold a screen. No kidding, and the armature setup was of course all these braces that went across the back, and the pharmacy was using that for shelving all their prescriptions. No kidding, the physical prescriptions. It was wonderful, and it still had a catwalk there and everything. Anyway, this was I believe this is the last place of age. In fact, I don't know if any of these are still, even the newer ones still exist. But you could actually walk into a well. So this is back where they're making the burgers back here, and then you could walk into the well, and Santa, or not Santa, the waitress could serve you right across the counter. And there was a well, so they could serve you right at the booths. And there was two of those wells. I only drew one of them, but it was, what a place, what a great place. But this was a hard work. Let me tell you, this was a tough one to do because I want to get that you knew that they baked back in here. There's Mrs. Claus with a pie, but I want to make sure I got the wells in there, and then also this counter with the spinny chairs. So there's a couple. There's a bobcat and a gator. Y'all have this? Use family. Oh, okay. Let me do something about that. Brian and Carla, do you have this? Because I'll hold one on for y'all. In fact, I may start. I'm starting to carry these black cases only because I found them and they're great for filing. And I'm moving a bunch of Christmas prints, and so I hope to keep that in the car. And then if you need one, I can give one to you. Let me find my Fine Art America here. Let's see if this works. Do you all have this 2018 one, Brian? Where's paste? Not the paste. Paste. There it is. Let's see if that works. I don't know. It doesn't go live for some reason. I might have some goofy setting. Let's see if that goes. Paste and enter. I'm a member, so I'm not sure. Let me know if that link works. It was on my Facebook page. It was on my Facebook page. I don't have it posted otherwise. Anyway, do you all have this, Brian? or if whoever's here doesn't have it. And I tell you, when you all join these lives, and especially if I know you, specifically if I know you, I'll give you stuff because I know y'all. Okay, so you just make sure you ask me. This is 2018. 2018. I didn't get around well. That's one reason I have a bunch of these. I've had a lot of rough years, no doubt about it. I hope this Christmas not to have it so rough. It was really rough this past Christmas because, of course, I wasn't even here. Oh, I don't really like that Santa now that I look at him. Because I started with his hat. Here, this will help. This will add something to it. We'll give a Christmas tree. Yeah, I hope to better get with folks this year, but we'll see. Put some Christmas balls on there. There we go. A little bit of shadow. Okay. Just remind me, and I'll if you want one. I'm not saying you may not want it. And you could look at Fine Art America. Does that work? Can someone try that link and see if it works? Thank you, Andrea. I'd try. There's a lot of work. But if actually, I have it under Rob Smith Art Collections Christmas, and under Collections for Christmas, I have a whole bunch of collections. It was putting this together earlier this summer or late, whatever, May or so. I realized I had a bunch of bunnies. I had no idea I had. In fact, of all my collections of critters, I have 15 bunnies and all the rest. I mean, even the kitty ones are only 5. That's amazing. I was really surprised. So I've got 6 images, Christmas prints, and it's 2018, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So I have last year's. If you're missing any of those, let me know. I'm not sure about the Milton Bakery 2019. I'm not sure if I have some of those. If I do, I'm not sure about that. Also, I'm running low on the Candy Kitchen. Rollins was another one. I didn't get out as much. I didn't do well on 2021. Transportation can be an issue. But does any of y'all remind me and I'll give it to y'all. Because I do have them. All right, well, there's something on this. There's some paint or something, but you see, in my world, that doesn't matter because I can make things happen. One thing that would really make this easy. Hold on, let me see if I got a picture right here. All right, how are we doing time? 8:45. I just tried to, I don't have to, because this one, oh yeah, my problem is I need, so something else that Hope and DJ and I spoke about is to take these and actually turn them into clips that they can put on eBay showing the artwork being created. That so people can actually see the artwork being created and then they can purchase the artwork. That's part of all this. So I have to take this out and I can cut it apart and turn them into little clips. Hold on. What I'm looking for. No, it's not here, but I know where it is. Give me a moment. Give me just a moment here. I'll get to it. In some weird way, I'm more organized right now than I have been in decades, both digitally and physically, because I can tell you where some stuff is. I still don't know. I still can't get my hands on some books I need to get. Still can't do that. Bugs, mammals, otters, boom, otters. Just because people seem to really like otters. I just want to check my. I wonder why. I wonder why otters have become so popular. Now, I have a friend, Sarah Hardy, who does not like otters. She calls them river rats or something like that. I don't know. She's a fellow native, multi-generation. Her Hardy family is actually goes back to Jefferson County. They're spread all through the state, as all her older families are. And DJ, let me know what you think about what. Well, we'll go over these on Tuesday, and I'm interested in any of y'all's thoughts. What you think are better that I do? I know I do kitties well, but people like my dogs too. You know, what I should do on the Christmas print this year. I should put an otter and holding a Christmas gift with Sarah Hardy's name on it. I'm evil. That'd be funny. And Sarah connects to a whole bunch of folks I know, from Paula Dockery to Teresa Glover. I hope to make, oh, so far away. First hikes, January 1st. I've attended that a number of years over at Colt Creek State Park, and Sarah and Paula and a whole bunch of friends are out there. That first day hike, and that is something I've got to get back to doing. Actually, this would have been a good day because it is a little cooler out. I think one thing, maybe not where Brian is, but it's been windy. I really probably should have gone to the storage room, but I'm afraid if I go to the storage room, I won't be doing this. I'm sorry. Look, I went right off the screen. I gotta remember to keep it clipped up here. I'm sorry, I'm not really doing that. We're going to do an elephant. Trying to fit into a. That's a great idea. Oh, Andrew's a huge fan. Andrew's a huge fan of Batman. So when I watercolor this, whenever that might be, maybe I'll do a live tomorrow here. The thing is going to be is the transitioning from Facebook to here. That's the. Who's this? Ben is my name. Hello, Ben. Do I know you, Ben? Not Ben Markison. I think I see a little teeny photo. Little teeny photo. Looks like a mustache. And Ben doesn't have, at least Ben put on a mustache. Ben's over there south of Apopka. Well, thank you, Ben. Thank you for doing that. I lost my Facebook pages. It's part of why I'm going to be here more often. And I don't know why. Apparently, somebody hacked into it and created some Instagram account that I have no idea, but it violated services, and I'm paying a price after 15 years. I've never even been suspended. Never got that Facebook jail thing. None of that. Oh, the other person who got a hold of me was Jim Fern. Jim sent me a message over at Twitter, asking me what happened to me. Where'd I go? Because I just disappeared. I was going to post pictures from last Saturday's event. All right, so I don't know. You think now? Hold of all things, and hate Facebook. Just YouTube blogger, never Facebook. YouTube blogger. So you're doing Ben, can you place a link to your page? By the way, for any of y'all, if you want to place a link to whatever it is you're doing, like the Voice of Hope. If you want to place a link to what you do, go right ahead. The Voice of Hope. So, hold it. Now, of all people, see, the idea of an elephant in a Batman outfit, I would have said, well, wait a minute, would this sell? But it was DJ who asked it. So you're serious, DJ? You know what? And this actually goes into Carl and Brian. I actually don't like really. I if you see me draw critters, I'll draw them at the Christmas, where the heck did I just toss it all? Yeah, I tossed it. Okay. I'll do this, and I'll do my kind of 1800s version or 19th century version of critters, all gussy up. But I tend otherwise not like to draw critters in. I don't really like humanizing critters because why bring them down to that level? Quite frankly. So I that's why you'll notice all these critters. I might put a bow. I'm trying to see if I have the Jack Kazantzis hat. So I am going to do a Jack Kazantzis. So we're 3 pictures I'm doing for the Orange County History Museum is going to be Billy the Swan on Santa's lap, which is going to be kind of cartoony. Then the Jack Kazantzis Christmas star, and I forget the third one. Oh crud! I have it written down someplace. That's not good. So I'm gonna, I forget the third one, but the third one is something. But that's the first three we're gonna do, and I need to do those in the next week. Maybe I'll try to do those here. Oh, thank you, Ben. Thank you very much. Of course, Bongo Land. Yeah, I tell folks to go to Bongo Land because it's actually three things in one. The name of it, now I'm forgetting what Orange Park, Orange City, no Orange City, Orange Park, Orange, Volusia County, in between Daytona Beach Shores and New Smyrna Beach. But that park is also has the sugar works, the sugar mill. What's left of the sugar mill. In fact, I think it's called Sugar Mills. It's a county park or city park, city park. So it's got the last mechanical machinery of a sugar from the 1800s, and it's got Bongo Land, these weird dinosaur creatures, and it was a botanical park, so it's got flowers, lots of azaleas. Hard to find any park in Florida with flowers anymore because most of them are taking them out because they're too hard to clean up. My dear friend Ron Barna, who used to manage Lake Eola, he and I had a long talk about this because he liked it when there were flowers there, and I know Carlo remembers when there were flowers there. It was wonderful. I think I talked to Hope about that because Hope is a native. She was born in Orlando. She went to Evans. She went to Evans, but she's actually a little young to remember flowers. Well, I think you, Carla, and maybe the same age. Maybe the same age. Well, both. Yeah. So you got three parks in one. You got the little. It's weird because you go in there seeing the. If you go in and go to your right, you'll come to the what to kind of right and a little bit in is where the last of the sugar mill is. But then you walk a little bit further, you start seeing all the flowers, these beautiful flowers everywhere, flowers. And then suddenly you come across this mean, angry looking, not mean, angry, but he's a big old monster dinosaur looking thing, really strange looking. And you get kind of, it startles you because he's hiding kind of in the bushes. And it's like 6 feet tall, he's big. That's what Bongo Land was. So you keep going around, and there's all these flowers, and there's another dinosaur. It's not a dinosaur; it's some creature. You know, when they first did the uh, park in, and I must tell Ben, this is really for my Swampy's Florida YouTube page, but I don't have many followers there, so I'm doing it here. So that's why there's a lot of Florida stuff. I don't know where you are, Ben, but so I bore you to death with Florida history. I'm a Florida historian. It's very important to me. As everyone here knows, very important to me. And I'll stop showing that. Let me get that out here. Okay, so what was I drawing? I'll stop talking about all this. Bongo Land. I've got brochure. I have a brochure for Bongo Land. I might. I have so much Floridana, and now I can't post anything well yet. So do go to that Facebook page if you can to Swampy Florida for now. And if I get Swampy's Florida back, I'll tell y'all I'll move back over. I hope. I feel bad. Folks like Janet Treadway, Tom Ropp, who puts on so many comic shows around here. He was a huge follower of Swampy's Florida, but he would constantly share the happy day things. So on my Swampy's Florida YouTube page on the community side, there's and by the way, did Ben put it your blog? Yeah, make sure you put your link to your blog, Ben. Oh, you're in New York City. Yeah, I'm a Florida cracker down here. I'm a Southerner, born and raised. Brian's from Chicago, I believe, right? And Andrea's from Tennessee, and uh, and Carla and Hope and I are all, and DJ are all born here. I'm multi generation. Where was I? So anyway, my Swampy's Florida, I'm putting up all the happy stuff on that page on my YouTube, Swampy's Florida, by the way. Okay. Now, what else should I do? What else were we talking? Oh, So did DJ leave? Because I'm not hearing from him back. But I guess he said, hey, he was one who said Batman, an elephant is Batman. Actually, that won't work because you got to have the ears, and you can't have two ears. Can't have two ears. I've drawn Trilby as Batman before. I wonder if that would work. Maybe we can put that up and see what happens. So what I'm doing with these, Ben, because you came in a little later, is these are all going to be for sale I'm going to paint them all, and they're all going to be for sale on eBay. I've never done this before. And they're going to be at an antique store here in Brevard County in Florida, which is near Melbourne, if you know where that is, south of Cocoa, near Cape Canaveral, where all those rockets go up for some reason. Yeah, so I think you know what I mean. I wouldn't mind just. I mean, I could draw one here. Just give me a piece of paper. If I find a regular piece of paper, here we go. I think I got one. There's a regular one you might find around the house. Here, bought an envelope. So here's the problem. Oh, good, I kept this out too long. So here's an elephant, and I've been Ben. Or you may have heard this if you've been to other. I haven't done a live here, and I've done a live on Facebook for about a month, and I haven't done a live here in about 2 months. So if I was to do a Batman, I think I did an elephant as a Batman once for some reason. I don't know how I did that though, because you got to have the ears. The ears you got, so it doesn't work well. You basically have two. And by the way, it was Brian who tipped me off to say, what's the amendment about hunting? I was actually arguing with. Actually, we were talking about this at Americans for Prosperity. I was at their offices Thursday, and I was talking to Tom Hockman about this, who's a lawyer in the area, and telling them to vote no. And I was at the Orange County. You know where I am about politics, but I was telling them all to vote no against it. I was explaining to Deanna Ortner about this and why to vote no, because that's right. It is. It is. I've looked over it more. It really gives the opportunity for. And it's what kind of what Brian said, but I've learned a little bit more. It's really about. It's like our charter captains who take folks out to fish. They want to be able to fish any way they want. Well, they can do that because they just got to go in national waters. They can do anything they want. But when you're on land in Florida, you are restricted what you can do. This law leaves it so open, kind of like the stupid Amendment 3, leaves it so open, anything can happen. And people could actually use grenades to go after ducks. It's just way too loosey goosey written. Way bad. So yes, just no on all the amendments, and that's easy. Stop having amendments. Stop messing around with us. People in the legislature aren't bright enough to. People figure things out. They need to. We've been doing it for a long time. We're acting like we're so stupid in this state. Stop it. Yeah, two of the amendments are to get us to continue to should I pull this off? Fund the real estate market, or real estate market's codependent. We're the codependents of the real estate market. Stop it! Stop it! I say, stop it. How about that? I mean, see, that's the problem. It looks weird because you got to have the ears. I forget who used to tell me every time the amendment showed up on the ballot, vote no. Someone, maybe it was Sally Sasser. Someone said that to me, and they were right, and I've forgotten. But that applies. It always applies. Stop it. Stop your special interest garbage. In fact, write on the ballot. Well, you don't write on the ballot; they'll reject it and throw it out, and it will be worthless. Just stop it. I think I'm going to start bugging our legislators about that every time I see them, and I do see them. Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Yeah, I hope Thad Altman gets back in office. I'd love to do some critter stuff here for Brevard County. It's funny how environmental Brevard County is, considering where I'm living. Okay, what am I doing? I'm off track. So I was going to draw an alligator as Batman. I love that I keep learning how well respected Laura Lee Thompson is. Now she is definitely a very strong Democrat, but I'm learning all these Republicans. I'm actually learning that there are more Republicans who may like her than Democrats. because she's easy to talk to. She's not. She doesn't. She's like me, very very serious about this. You know, understanding our. We need to stop causing so much. And I love that I'm in a weird position with my politics that I can actually have such an effect. I've had such an effect on folks. I'm so glad. People who never thought about supporting our critters and our outdoors are doing it, and they should. And Altman's one of those. That's how I first learned about him 30 years ago, because he helped start, as I mentioned before, the Enchanted Forest. And oh, you're typing something such as a subtle political gesture. Other side would be a donkey as a joker. No, no. I think we see where DJ is about things. This is open to everybody. I'm not going after anybody in particular, except when it comes to Florida outdoor stuff and history. Bear, I take no prisoners. Little Neil Adams here. My little Neil always. The idea that somebody's coming at you. How's this looking? I used the example of cartoonist Fred Hembeck. I've never met Fred Hembeck. Don't never met him. I don't think. I don't remember. I might have. It's been too long in this business. You kind of forget things. Oh, I should draw it out this way. Well, maybe not. The thing about alligators, they have little teeny legs, little teeny arms. I'm drawing this one with big old arms. Well, should I do watercolor tomorrow? Now here also I've got the problem with the tail. I think ignored it. I did some drawing with an alligator recently. I realized I completely forgot the tail. Actually, it'd be the other way. If one arm comes out at you and the other one goes back, then this leg should be coming out and that should be going back, but it won't read right. And that's something where penciling is not a bad idea. And the only reason I could do this is because I've been doing it so long. That's why I could do this fast and quick, and maybe draw some. Again, the moon. Here's the moon. Don't let the moon get it. Don't let the stars get in your eyes. Oh, I hope your brother's doing better, Andrea. I just learned my sister's husband's. They diagnosed him with a cancer. I'm gonna put the signature different. I'm gonna put it over here. Well, because you know what, I can do a whole slew. I can do alligators in every superhero imaginable, and Hembeck does it because he's known to do it. There is some frowning on this, but the comic book companies have really peeled away from that. Okay, see you later, Brian and Carla. Thank you, Andrea. I'll have to let Brian Carla know. I need to I tried to arrange. I was going to go to AFP, except that Hockman had gone to something of theirs the week before, and when he said that, oh, I think a week ago, Thursday or Friday, I said, oh, I should stop by there when I'm in the area next Thursday. And then it turned out when at the conference I was at on Saturday, where I lost my Facebook page, when I lost my Facebook pages, one of the people from AFP was at there speaking. And I saw her and I said, you know what, I'm going to stop at those offices Thursday. So I did. BJ West and I had a great time Thursday because basically it's all her. She's just telling me all these old stories, regaling me with all these old Orlando stories of people I know and people she knew. I think she's surprised that because she said all of her friends are dying. She's 85 and all of her friends are dying. And I said, me too, because those were my friends. That's really my age group there is 80s. And I knew 90s, 100s now, 110. So many of those are gone. Anyway, so I could paint that. And golly, I gotta watch it. DGA, DK, DJ. Does this look good? Does this look like something that might sell? Let me take the pen out of the way. Because I could do a Superman version. I could do a series of superheroes with alligators. Or alligators as superheroes. Depending on how you want to look at it. Okay, so maybe I'll come back tomorrow. No, I got to be at a meeting tomorrow. I'm going to a meeting tomorrow night, so I might watercolor some of those there. Then I'm meeting with DJ and Hope on Tuesday. I mean, maybe I'll talk to them and I'll do a live. Then I'm sorry, I'm going to keep but I'm going to try to keep the lives on Sunday at 8 o'clock later, 8 o'clock. I'll have to let Teresa Farrington know that we're here. I haven't let anyone know. I mean, I let Brian sent me a message, so he knew. And DJ knew. And Andrea knew because she went to the face. She's only, please join that Facebook page. I need to join. I need to get Janet Treadway and Tom, and I can't remember all who were there. I don't know Janet Treadway. She's faithful. And Tom, I know Tom, but anyway, all right. Oh, I hadn't thought of it that way, DJ, as Halloween. Oh, costumes, huh? Yeah, I hadn't thought of it that way. That's a good idea. Yeah, okay. I'm not sure if I'll watercolor during the meeting tomorrow evening or what I'll do. But my hope is to get back and stop at the storage room tomorrow night and pick up something. But I better not start going through it because I got to meet with you all because I'll be up all night. I went through one container. I found so much, a lot of my own personal stuff. I thought it was stuff I could sell. No, it was a lot of personal stuff I hadn't seen. I forgot, and it was just stuffed in this black plastic container. Very personal items. There's still at least one more container in there with that. And I mentioned to Hope that I have one container's full, two containers. Andrea knows this, full of costumes. When I used to do conventions for every company you could imagine, all around Florida, and the convention was a corporate one. We were required to dress as certain themes. And so that's why I have circus, I have gangster, I have all kinds of costuming. But I got to go through it and see what I got. I don't know if any of it's sellable, but if it is, that needs to go one way or the other. All right, I will have these at least. I'm not sure if Hope's been watching or not, but this is. I'll have these with me, colored or uncolored. I may have some more. We'll see. All right. Well, thank you all. Wow, we're past 9. Okay, good. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for your input. Thank you. Please like this. Please like this and subscribe if you would. It looks like so click the thumbs up button, please, and subscribe if you would. And if I get enough people going here, I'll keep going and going and going. Yes, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all, if nothing else, next Sunday at 8 p.m. I may go live sometime this week and do watercolor. Thank you for watching, and I'm going to use my Swampy's Florida theme music. Whitey Markle, the Swamp Rooters. And some reason the sound's not working. I don't know why. There it goes. All right, good night, all. Feel free to call me, Andrea, if you want to know background stuff. See y'all later. Bye-bye. Any of y'all can call me.